G'day viewers, it's Michael here again and welcome back to SingleRacer. And now I'll admit that I had a lot of fun playing around with the last batch of videos with what you might call some weird and wacky mods. We had the two Sunday sub showdowns with Alex over at the Extra Mile, featuring both the lawnmower and the RV, which were a hell of a lot of fun. And I had a couple of weird and wacky videos myself in the last two that I uploaded. But now I want to get back to the more serious cars. I've tested a bunch of new mods. They're not new mods, but or they might be new and old mods, but just ones that I had that I've always wanted to test. And we'll start with this one right here. And so this is it here, the Ferrari F12 TDF. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I absolutely love the rear end of this car. It does have a kind of similar feel to the Superfast, very similar look in the back, but awesome car and a great car to drive on the Nordschleife. Now I'm going to turn this into a channel challenge if you're interested, but this is quite a wild and sloppy lap, to be honest. It is a world record, but it's only a world record because it must be a fairly new mod, but essentially I'm the only person that's done a hot lap on it. So if you want to beat me to it, you're more than welcome to try. Now I say it's a bit of a sloppy lap, to be honest, because it's an understeering car, so it does suit my driving style in a sense that I use the expression slow in, fast out. So I brake early into the corner and then use momentum to try and come out of the corner faster. So it does help with this car because if you go in too hot, it understeers quite a bit. So be aware of that it does maybe feel big and heavy and maybe a little bit sloppy. Similar in handling maybe to the Ferrari LaFerrari, that kind of wild hang on to the seat of your pants kind of ride, but it's an awesome mod in itself. So I hope you enjoy it. Now just to tick off some housekeeping, if you're a person that goes, it's blasphemy not to have a Ferrari in red, I agree at 100%, but the only reason I'm doing this in yellow, or have it in the yellow colour, more like a mustard colour, is because all my Ferraris that come with the game, including the DLC, are all red. So this way it's actually easier for me to say this is a mod that didn't come with the game, so I've got it in a different colour, and I just happen to like this colour as well. So I hope you like it. Like I said, it's the only time set so far on the Nordschleife, so you've got plenty of room to try and beat it. So this is Michael signing out for SingleRacer. I'll catch you next time. See ya, and let's go hot lapping. Okay viewers, now just before we get started, I actually have a favour to ask of you, anyone that's interested in leaving a comment underneath the video below please. And let me just explain why I'm asking this, because one of my favourite channels, Mike Smith over at Simracing 604, in his last video he did a feature on the Automobilista patch that featured a new car called the Formula Ultimate 2018. But at the end of the video he just made a comment about how good the replay was, and could you please check out the replay at the end of the video. And underneath that video he got a comment from a person named Michael McCoy, and I hope I've got that right, Michael. The comment is here, and in it he just said how good the replays were, he felt, especially compared to the replays in Assetto Corsa that he felt that didn't give you the sense of speed. So what I wanted to do was this test because I had a conversation also with Mike Smith over at SimRacing 604 about whether he should, now that he owned a VR headset, whether he should redo a video about the FOV, or field of view. And in it he made me aware that in VR there's technically no field of view. So I've got my headset on, so let me just take it off now, because I'm talking into the Yeti microphone, so I'll just take it off. And so what I mean is, in VR you can't go forward. So now I'm actually moving the headset forward and nothing really happens. There's no change. I'm moving it forward and back, because you obviously can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going back, forward, back, forward. But VR being essentially another camera, what I can do, and this is just a paused replay of the Hotlap, is I can move it from side to side. So I can view the whole track there like that as a separate camera. So, is that Humble George camping up there in the what do you call that, camouflage tents there? Hi, Humble George, if you happen to be up there. But what I want to do is just do a test and so I'll be doing the traditional VR, meaning the cockpit view, for the start and the end, and a few places along the track. But I want to do the rest, so technically using the VR, but in a sense replacing the standard level 7 or external camera 7 in the replay. And I want to ask you whether you feel that gives you more sense of speed if I do the camera more or less mimicking a kind of, say, GT Sport kind of thing, where the camera just moves around like this kind of thing. So please, if you want to, just leave a comment whether you feel that it adds or subtracts to the sense of speed in the replay. So now on to the Hotlap properly.